Workspace is really easy to navigate. In the center you have your sheets. You can add sheets by clicking Sheet, Add Sheet, or pressing Ctrl-Shift-N or Apple Shift-N. You can name your sheet here, or you can name it in the Properties tab, which I'll show you a little bit later. You can move those sheets around this artboard into a format that you're more comfortable with. When you add sheets, they can appear up here as well in this sheet view, and you can toggle between those. On the left here, you have your part stack of all the parts that are inside that object that you've identified in Modo. And here you have your variations. As you add more variations by clicking the plus button, they'll appear here. You can scroll up and down to see them. On the right side, your first button is the Properties tab. The Properties tab is dynamic in that it represents what you've clicked on. So for instance, I've clicked on the sheet, and now I'm seeing the sheet properties. I click on the object, and now I'm seeing the object properties. And I click on a part, and I now have more options for that specific part. The second button is a sheet palette. At the top, I have my palette, which is specific to this project, and down the bottom I have master palettes, which I've created and stored centrally, that I can apply to all of my Colorway projects. In my sliders, I have a really familiar slider interface where I can input CMYK and RGB and HSV values, or I can pick a new color all by myself. In the search function, I can type in web-ready color values. I can also type in RGB values and even CMYK. The final one is this color picker, where I can pick colors off my project if I brought a photo into it. I can also pick colors off any other workspace or anything in the background like a web browser. If I want to hide any of these tabs, I can simply click the last open tab and they hide from my view to give me a nice big artboard. And the final tab here is my palette list. As I create unique palettes to this project, those palettes will appear here. I can add new palettes and toggle between them up here in this drop down, or see the whole palette over here in this palette list.